There's a lot of things that we all have gotten wrong. There's a lot of things that I've been wrong about. There's a lot of things that other religions and denominations have been wrong about. But the one thing that we have in common, the one thing I have in common with the Baptists, with the Catholics, with the Methodists, with the Presbyterians, or whoever, is the message of the cross. The cross is the ultimate power of God, and my faith does not rest in any wisdom that man can spout out. My faith rests in the power of God, and the power of God is demonstrated through the cross. And so the message of the cross, it is the power of God, the very power of God, he says, the very power of God. So the reason we don't have rest is because we're still struggling to get on the cross and struggling to try to be like Jesus and struggling to get this out of our life and to get that and to add this thing that's right and get rid of this thing that's wrong. And God wants us to stop all that. Rest in the cross. Rest in the power of God. Rest in knowing that the cross, Jesus said it is finished. He meant it. It is finished. There's nothing we can do to add it. All we can do is announce it. There's nothing left to do to add to the cross. All that's left to do is to announce the cross and to let people know this is the only way. This is the only truth. This is where the power of God is. It's settled. Boy, the despair that so many Christians, I meet so many Christians that are discouraged. They're in despair. They're depressed. They're nervous. They're uncertain. Why? Because they're constantly thinking that they have to do something to get God's love or to get God's approval or to secure their salvation. Boy, what a debate that there is in the world over salvation. And you know, it just comes down to this for me. Either we're saved by God's grace or we're saved by our works, but we are not saved by both. And since our works will never be enough, then I'm going to go ahead and go with saved by grace. How about you? In Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8, Paul says, "For by grace are we saved through faith, and that not of ourselves. It is the free gift of God, not a result of works, lest anyone should boast." You know, if salvation was by our works, we would be bragging about it all the time. Thank God it's not by our works. Thank God it's by grace. It's by grace. It's by grace. That's why your struggle is over. It's by grace.